Hey everybody, happy Friday. Hopefully you're well. Oh, I know. Don't let this camera angle fool you. I'm not trying to rip off a matches or a curmudgeon camera angle. I just felt like putting my feet up tonight in my chair. And to do that, I've got to put my little table to the side, which means you guys get the handsome, rugged side view. Not that I have a good side. Thought I'd come on and say, hey, enjoy a pipe. Uh, got some new stuff I'm playing around with, and it would help. I'm not used to this angle, but if I didn't block you with my forearm. Let's start with a pipe. I've wanted a Boswell's for a while, and I will tell you this won't be my last. Very impressed so far. Beautiful rustication. Yeah, I use the softy bits. I just don't like chewing up my stems. The stem's cool. Rustification is beautiful. It's got some great bird's eye. You probably can't see it. I don't want to dump out the tobacco, but there's the JM. Really cool pipe. Nice billiard. Generous bowl. It'll be an English machine. Check out what I'm tampering with. Heard my good friend Larry. I'm late to the party, but these Peter Tampers are pretty cool. This is duck and call. I enjoy duck hunting. Haven't been in a while, but this is just camphor, and I'm going to keep it beside my bed because I think I could do home defense with this. Holy cow, this is heavy. But great job, Larry, over at Buttons for Your Britches. I might have got the website wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. He's on Instagram. Catch him there. You see a lot of these tampers in the YTPC. They're all over. And they're a damn good product. So, got the Halloween ones. He's got the Halloween ones out. I got the jack-o'-lantern. I'm debating the Dracula. Dracula's really cool looking. Probably going to pull the trigger on it. It's cool. And in it tonight, of course, if you're going to break in a Boswell's pipe, you ought to use the Boswell's tobacco. Now, I probably should have used Northwoods, but I want to do something a little different. I picked up their English sampler, and there were some blends I hadn't tried. So tonight, Countryside. So I give you the first impressions of it. Not bad. Not bad. Really light. I find this to be, they call it a medium English. I find it to be more of a light English. Not very Latakia heavy at all. It's got a little bit there. So this would be a great first English if you're an aromatic guy or a Virginia guy. Just want to kind of dabble in an English without blowing your head off with a Latakia. This would be a good one. Be a real good one. Or if you just want a good all day English smoke, this could fit that bill too. Good old iced tea. I find it to be, like I said, more on the mild side than anything. But it's got a good flavor. The Latakia is definitely in the back. The Virginias, the Virginias are semi-sweet, not super sweet, just a little bit of haze kind of deal. It's got some black Cavendish and some Orientals in it too, but neither one of them are really overpowering. I've heard people say after about a half a bowl, you might pick up a little bit of vanilla, and I haven't yet. For me, I would. this would be a good morning blend with a cup of coffee. Other than that, it's kind of, I don't want to say boring for me, but it's not Northwoods and it's not Railroad Station, which are a lot more Latakia based. And I enjoy it a lot more. So, new toys. Thought I'd tell a spooky story tonight. Let me see what my. The only bad thing about having the camera at this angle, I can't see the time. 5:30. You guys may stick around. Most of you are probably already gone, so probably just talking to one or two people or myself. So, anyhow, tell a spooky story. This one's from growing up. So, when I was probably 10, 11, my mom and stepdad lived in a really old house, built probably around the 1840s. It still had working gas lamps in it. It's pretty cool. Sometimes we'd light those, light the whole house up with nothing but gas lamps. It was kind of neat. But man, this house was needed some work on the outside, but the inside was gorgeous. Had a lot of the old wood floors. Back before I appreciated a good wood floor, and it was just big, massive. I don't remember how many bedrooms. I'm just gonna count off the top of my head. There was probably 4 or 5 upstairs and 1 or 2 downstairs. So it was probably 6 bedrooms. Big kitchen, big living room, big house, really big house. But as a kid, you just felt something in this house, right? There was something there. And again, I'm not one to believe that places are haunted per se, but I'm not saying they're not, because I think there's a time and a place for everything, right? But I remember we'd be trying to sleep, my brother and I. We'd all be downstairs. The left upstairs closed off for the most part. Just too big of a house and no need to be up there. But we'd hear these footsteps at night. The old boards creaking. And footsteps. Somebody pacing back and forth. Both of us scared out of our mind. No way in hell anybody was going up steps to figure out if somebody's up there. No way anybody could have been up there anyway. Y'all know how old houses creak sometimes. You'll hear them settle or creak or shift. That wasn't this. This was footsteps, pacing footsteps back and forth. Now, my mom and stepdad experienced a lot more, obviously, than my brother and I did. Because at the time we weren't living there. So, my mom and stepdad were. They'd have stories of weird sounds and probably the one that I'll get to the one that creeps me out the most, but my stepdad had this beautiful Irish setter named Frisbee. Just gorgeous dog. Absolutely great dog. Loyal, brave, fun. This dog would protect the family. Man, he'd get in fights with this Alaskan Malamute that was up the road to protect the family. This dog was fearless. But he wasn't mean. I remember walking that dog all the time down the canal and playing with that dog. He would just pull you. Just full of energy, loving dog, but fearless. He would not go upstairs in that house. And it wasn't because, some dogs are afraid of steps and they don't want to go up steps. Nah, this dog not scared of steps. He'll go up anybody else's steps. He would not go up that step. To this day, I'm convinced he felt either a presence up there or something was up there that he knew wasn't right, and he wasn't having it. He wouldn't go up. You couldn't force him up. Hmm. My brother and I would sneak up there in the daytime and look around. Boy, it was creepy as hell in the daytime. No way we're going up there at night. Again, beautiful house. Beautiful, beautiful wood doors and wood flooring. I wasn't there this night that really was creepy, but my stepdad tells it, and it gives me a chill down my spine because I remember hearing all the sounds of that house and knowing what I heard. Or one night he was watching a game, and my mom wasn't there. He was by himself, and this organ music comes on, just old pipe organ, loud music, drowns out the game. So he gets up, looks around, did a radio come on, TV doing something weird. Mm-mm. This was in the 80s too, so there's not a lot of iPhones or iPads. Sometimes we'll leave our iPhone or our iPad or something will click over or make a weird noise in the night or start playing a video out of nowhere. Mm-mm. This was in the 80s. None of that was around. Straight out organ music. I don't think he slept that night. I wouldn't have slept that night. He's braver than I am because there's no way I'd have been in that house that night. And it just as it started, it just stopped. And my stepdad is not one to embellish. He doesn't make up a bunch of BS. He doesn't have all these stories about, haunted this or look at me, I did that, or I caught a 50-pound bass. He doesn't embellish. And it's the only time he heard the story. Stone cold, or heard the organ, I'm sorry. Stone cold sober, you know. It wasn't that late at night the game was on. I think it was Monday Night Football. But can you imagine sitting there watching a game by yourself in a creepy old house and organ music comes on and drowns out your game? Mm-mm. You'd had to follow the trail to find me. I'd have been gone. But yeah, that's the spooky story of the spooky house. Cool house. Um, Obviously pre-Civil War house. So who knows? Um, who knows what happened in that house over the years, and if it did have spirits or whatever. Mm, 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 mm. Anyhow, would love to hear your creepy stories. You ever experienced anything like that? The footsteps was enough, but that creeped the hell out of me. My brother and I would always tell ourselves it was just something else, but we knew it was damn footsteps, pacing back and forth. In fact, I remember one time when I was a kid, um, I refused to stay in the house one night. It creeped me out so bad. Went and stayed with my grandparents. I was so scared. My brother stayed. I didn't. I gotta get the hell out of here. Anyhow, folks, getting closer to Halloween. I love this time of year. Check out Boswell's countryside if you're looking for a really light English. I find it to be light. It's got a decent flavor. Good way to start. Be a good morning. This would be good with a cup of coffee in the morning. Check out Larry and his pewter tampers. These things are beastly, man. You kill a man with that thing. Boswell pipes, they don't need any introduction or any fanfare. They're just an American classic almost. Anyhow, be well, folks. Take care of yourselves. Wash your damn hands. We'll see you next time.